Welcome back to the Penny Auction Wizards administration training video series. In this section, we're going to be dealing with and training on the auction settings. This is the auction settings section of the site. It primarily deals with setting up your daily auctions, managing your daily auctions, and looking at various other aspects such as the redemption section, the voucher section, and then the shipping types. So let's start on the main section. You're going to be using this a lot. This is the add auction section. So to create an auction, it's very simple. We have an intuitive design here, and I'm going to explain what everything does here. So as you use this section more frequently, you're going to become an expert at it. Typically, listing an auction takes about 10 seconds, but we're going to review this in detail here to show you how this all works. So the very first thing you're going to do is we're going to use the product that we just created in the earlier video in step 2, which was the database section. So you're going to choose electronics. We're going to choose the TV, which is that Vizio TV. You'll notice that the product price that we created earlier shows here. A preview of the video of the auction item shows here as well. Typically this would be 4 auction pictures. Then we're going to choose an auction type. Now, just for creation's sake, we're going to choose the cent auction. This is typically what you would be running on a day-to-day basis, but we're going to go in depth on what each one of these auction types does in a moment. And then this option here is the gift bid option. Now, in some cases, you might want to create a category in the previous section, which is create categories, where you can do combination promotions. So this would be where you have a gift card plus you're going to be giving away bids as well. So if you have a option where you're doing that, you can create gift bids where you might want to give away 25 free bids with the product. Your auction start price is usually 1 cent. If you choose to use a fixed price auction, this option will become available. In this case, you can't do it. If you're going to allow buy now, you can select that. The buy now is automatically the retail price of the product. The start date, which of course is today's date, is always highlighted, and you can choose it to end, say, tomorrow. You basically always want to check the start immediately box. If not, you can choose the start time and end time, but in this case we're going to do start immediately. And then you can choose your end time. Now this is military time, so it's 24 hours or 23 hours, up to 59 minutes. So in this case we're going to have it end tomorrow. We'll have it end tomorrow at 11 o'clock p.m. and we'll have it end directly at 11 o'clock p.m. and these are seconds, but we're not going to use that. You can generally leave this active. If you're going to do a future pending auction, so if you want to list sometime in the future, you can set it to pending, and then choose a future start date there. The time duration, you can choose a 20-second, 15-second, or 20-second auction. This is how many seconds the auction will jump once you've once they bid and the timer falls past that time. So in this case, we're going to run a 20-second auction. Typically, you want a longer period auction when it comes to the higher end items. Now, in this case, this is a $400 TV, so a 20-second auction kind of fits there. Your shipping price. Now, these are shipping charges that you would have created previously in the previous section. In this case, we'll do this one. Now, if you want to use the administrative auto bidders in the auction, you can check this box. In this case, you can choose the bid up tos, and you can specify when they would start bidding and when they would stop, and the amount of bids that they can use, and this is automatically calculated. You can also select the bid up to. Now, the difference between the two is that the admin auto bidder will only bid when users are bidding against it. The these bid up tos will bid 2 admin auto bidders against each other, and it will ignore any user input. If this is a free point auction, the Penny Auction Wizard software has the ability to support both paid bids, won auction bids, which are bids that are won in the auction format, as well as free points. And free points can be earned by doing various things on the website, and we'll get into that a little bit later. If you want, free bids typically are, or free points are typically rewards points. And if you want, you can run a free point auction where only free points can be used to bid on the auction. If you would like to relist the product automatically, you can choose how many times you'd like to relist it, and you can also choose the interval. So what this means is this auction will relist 10 times, and it will relist 1 minute after the auction previously ended. So in this case, we won't do that. And then you click Add Auction. Now the auction is listed. The view that you get spit out to is the Manage Auction view, and you can see all the running auctions on the site. If you have auctions that have ended, you can click Clone, and you can clone the auction instantly. So again, just to show you again, that's the Manage Auction tab here. This is where you can view the running auctions on the site. Sold auctions are auctions that have been sold. Typically this menu will be full, and you can browse by where they are in the payment cycle. Typically waiting for acceptance means that they have not accepted the won auction yet. Waiting for payment means that they've accepted the auction but they haven't paid for it. And completed auctions, which really is all that matters to you, the administrator of the auction, these are auctions that you will have to ship. So when you choose completed auctions, you can choose a date range. Typically you can go back a great length. Now in this demo we don't have any auctions that have been won and paid for, so in this case the shipping status won't show. But when you're running your actual auctions and you have auctions that have been won, under the shipping status this will turn red, and you can actually click on the shipping status, and this is where you will post tracking numbers after you've shipped the item. And you can change the status to shipped and then post the tracking number. The tracking number you post will be delivered directly into the user's panel, so they can view real time where their item is. Any auction that hasn't sold in your auction will show up here, and you can simply click restart and it'll restart the auction, allowing people to bid on it again. Anybody who's clicked on the Buy Now section, or the Buy Now option in your site, you can manage that here. Typically you can view members that have clicked the Buy Now and won, and you can ship from that menu. The Manage Auction Settings deals with the behavior of the timers jumping and the base price of the amount that will jump if it's a standard auction type. Here you can choose the different icons for the auction types, and of course if you change that it'll save. Now the minimum price plus time and the maximum plus time, this is the minimum plus time is when the auto bidders will fire. These are the user auto bidders and the min auto bidders, and this is the amount of time that it'll jump. So in this case we would probably want to set this to 10. The next section is the pause auction management. If you would like your auction to pause at let's say 11 p.m. Your time in the evening, and then reopen again or restart the auctions in the following morning, if you're not a 24-hour auction, you can do so by choosing a start and an end time. If you are not interested in that, simply leave this feature alone and your timers will not pause. The next setting is the redemption setting. Here you can create and add products for redemption. So if you are offering the bonus points for users, then you can do you can choose a product here, and you can specify how many redemption points are required, and a shipping point if you would like, and you can also specify how many redemption quantities you have. So if you have only 5 of these products available for the redemption, you would choose 5 and then give it a redemption valid date. So you could choose a date range that you can, users can use their points to redeem this product. And you can also choose a shipping method as well. Now that's a great promotion tool. Typically, redemption items would be bid packs and different hats and t-shirts and promotion items. Again, you can manage products that you have set up for redemption. Here's where you can set your referral bonus commission. This is how many bids you specify here, how many bids the user will earn based on people that they've referred to your site. We have a cash voucher based system. You can choose a money voucher system and give it a title and specify an amount in dollars. And of course the voucher validity as well you can choose, and you can choose whether they're combinable or not. If you issue that, you can assign those to users in the event that you have a situation where if you want to issue welcome vouchers for users, they can redeem those during the checkout for products. You can also assign the voucher to a user from here. You can choose a voucher and of course click set. If you want to assign that voucher to all users, you can do that, or you can do it to issue to select users, and you can choose users that are signed up. Here's where you would add a shipping type. This is where you can add a new shipping company. So for instance, you could do FedEx. You can add a URL to the tracking API of that specific website, and then add a logo, and then click add. The Penny Auction software does come with standard shipping types: DHL, UPS, FedEx. USPS is another option you can add. And this concludes the auction section of our admin panel demo.